Yo, 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 salute, salute, salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again with another watch along, my first non-Liberty watch along of the season, the regular season, that is. We have the Indiana Fever taking on the LA Sparks live from crypto.com arena. Both teams lost their first games of the season, so they're both 0-1. So somebody's leaving here with a win this evening. Salute, salute, Kyle. Mads, we've had a nice full evening so far. We were watching some of the previous games in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description and it's on the screen here. Make sure you join the Discord. We're having fun in there. We were watching, well, I took a nap while they were watching the Aces and Connecticut game. I didn't watch the end of that, but we did watch Valkyries. No, it wasn't Valkyries. Who played? It was who played? Oh, Seattle and the Tempo. I did watch a majority of that game. But that Las Vegas Connecticut game, that was no bueno. No bueno. But let's get into this one. This game starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So another late night here on the channel. We got Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Bost. It's actually Mo Billings and Aaliyah Boston. That's the starting lineup for the Fever tonight. For the LA Sparks, you have Kelsey Plum, Ariel Atkins, Ray Burrell, Nneka Ogwumike, and De'Erica Hamby as the starters. Hutch, what's going on? Salute, salute. Robert, what's going on? Hope all is well. Salute to TikTok crew, Twitch, YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm also streaming on Sideline. If you just wanted to listen to audio only, sideline.fm is where you can listen audio only at if you don't want to listen on YouTube. All right, predictions for this game. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat who do you think will win this evening. Well, tonight's game. I can't even say evening. Who will win tonight's game? Will it be the Fever or will it be the Sparks? Let me know in the chat. This game is on USA Network apparently, but I found a way to get it via League Pass. Salute to NordVPN, not an ad, but I was bouncing around from country to country, which would let me bypass it, and I got past it. So salute the VPN community. I'm able to watch this without USA Network access. What's up, Jason? Jason says probably Fever, but go Sparks. Should be an interesting one. Feel the Fever haven't played since Saturday. That's when they had their first game. I think the Sparks haven't played since that same day as well. What's up, Sierra? Strategies to stay awake. Started laundry. Cold popsicle snack. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. We still got some time. We still got some time here. See if I can start a poll right quick. I'm not even in the window for it. Here we go. Poll. Who gets their first win of the season? Who wins tonight? Fever, Sparks. Started the poll there on the YouTube. Sierra said Jason is vertical, but I found you. Yeah, I'm doing the vertical and the horizontal stream. I feel like more it depends on what people prefer, how people prefer to view it. So I see the chat all the same. I was able to figure out how to get that done so I could see everybody's comments in the same window. Alrighty, let me know your thoughts. Who you think will win this evening's game? While we have some time, I'll go over some of the earlier scores. We'll go more in depth during halftime. But first game of the night was the Seattle Storm visiting the Toronto Tempo. Tempo win that game 86-73, behind 26 points from Marina Mabry. Don Malonga finished with 21 points and 7 rebounds. Nobody else. Steph Dolson, the other big for Seattle, finished with 16. Jade Melbourne off the bench with 14. They were only 3 for the Storm in double figures. Damn, they had 19 turnovers, looking like the Liberty. For Toronto, Niara Sabali, miss you, girl. You saw her in the intro. 8 points with 5 rebounds. You had 18 from Brittany Sykes with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and Marina Mabry with 26. She was 9 for 20 though, so she was getting them shots up. And Maria Conde with 16 points. Kiki Rice, the rookie, a good game for her, 12 points in the win there. So Storm are 1-2. Toronto Temple are 1-1. And then the other game that took place was this blowout between the Aces and the Sun, 98-69. After the Aces got killed on ring night, they've had back-to-back big wins. Kennedy Carter leading scorer with 27 points to lead the Aces. You had 16 for Anissa Moore with 11 rebounds, a double-double for her. What Asia finish with? Asia has 11 rebounds, 22 points and 11 rebounds for Asia Wilson. Kennedy Carter, 27 off the bench on 13 to 16 shooting. So, wow, Kennedy Carter is going to be a problem for real, for real. Looking at the comments, Sigmund said, "Is this a regular season game?" Yes, it is. This is a regular season game. Second game of the season for both teams. What's up, Chemo? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. What's up, Crimson? Welcome back. They have injuries, but still 9 points in crushing. Sierra said, "What country I'm in?" I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK. On the VPN, that is. This other game that's going on right now between the Chicago Sky and the Valkyries. The Valkyries are up 19-10 live from Ball Holla, as they call it. Looking at the box score, you got Guy Diggins leading the way with 6 points. Everybody, only other person who scores were Kia Jackson and Elizabeth Williams. For the Valkyries, it's everybody eats offense. Got Gabby Williams with 7, 4 for Kia Stokes, 2 for Kyla Charles, 4 for Veronica Burton. Then even got Letitia and me here off the bench with 2 points. So it's whoever offense or everybody eats offense there for the Valkyries. All right, this game should be starting fairly soon. It's about to be 10:30, about a minute away from 10:30. So hopefully they start on time. Salute to everybody joining for this late night stream here on the East Coast. Yesterday we had a 10 p.m. start in that crazy game between the Liberty and the Fire. Fire went on a putback buzzer beater to break my heart. And now we have a 10:30 start in this one. And then we'll be back tomorrow for another late start, 10 p.m. start. Liberty take on the Fire once again. Act 2. We'll see how they respond. Oh, I just saw an ex-Liberty assistant coach, Zach O'Brien. I think he's an assistant with the Sparks now. So that's Hutch Kennedy is a problem. Want to hear those London accents? Chill, bruv. Are you having a laugh? Let me stop. People from London got some interesting sayings. I'll be using that. Oh my days, I use that a lot. Taking the piss is another one that's pretty funny. Is dubstep and grime big in London? Grime is big in London. I do listen to some grime. I listen to Skepta. I know Dave is in grime, but I listen to Dave. That's more like UK rap, Dave. Central C, I listen to him occasionally. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do listen to some UK music. Yeah, that's mental is another London thing. Mental. That's mental. They like calling people pricks over there as well as an insult. It's funny hearing a New York talk about the funny phrase. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's funny for me to say. We got some interesting sayings here as well. All right, broadcast has started here. Broadcast has started. They have interesting slang for money as well. To be calling it peas, quid. Oh man, I went to, I went to London one time, very long time ago, about 10 years ago now. Cool city though. Cool city. Expensive, but it's a cool city. I know a lot of people say that about UK rap. The voices have them laughing. But once you get past that, it's the beats be fire. And if you actually understand what they saying, it'd be fire, man. But of course, anything that's a little different, because everybody just thinks beans on toast when they think of England and the Queen's English and whatnot. But it's actually, I grew up around a few English folk, so it was sort of normal to start listening. Crimson said I like a couple of grime artists, but forgot the name for it. Yeah, definitely let me know. They be calling people geezers over there. I will break out of Oh My Days during this stream. All right, come on, start this game, bro. They over here doing like showing stats from their game against Dallas for the Fever. Don't worry, guys. We getting started yet. I'm not just gonna talk about London all night. We gonna talk some hoops once the game actually starts. I added the live score bug at the bottom of the screen so you guys can see the other games that are going on and the other games that have completed. Oh, Stormzy, yeah, Stormzy, nice. Stormzy is nice. There's this guy, what's his name? Dang, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now. He had this song called Body that was taking over the TikToks and everybody was making their videos to it. Tion Wayne. He's not grime, but he's like UK rap. All right, finally, they're doing like the player introductions right now, doing player introductions. You must have like calling people daft. Let me turn the volume on so I can hear what they're doing. They got like some kid called, what's his name? Artie. Some white kid from like south of England. Um what's it? He looks like he looks super young, like he looks like he in like high school, but he's probably a grown man at this point. He had this song called Oliver Twist and pretty good stuff. They have like this old grandpa looking rap group over there as well that they're pretty good. But all right, I'm going on a tangent. Yeah, Kyle, Mo was in tonight. She was questionable with an ankle injury, but Mo Billings is playing tonight. Mo Billings will be playing tonight. All right, we waiting for this game to kick off. People, they over here doing their pre-game introductions. Got the people out there dancing and stuff. Not Outcast, not Outcast. Am I streaming the game or just the scoreboard on the Twitch? I can't stream the game. I'm just a scoreboard, my friend. Just a scoreboard able. Once the game starts, I'll give you some live stats and things of that nature. Yeah, Skeppy is nice. Yeah, I think he just released a project. I gotta listen to, or he's about to release a project. I like Skep. Skep is what got me into a lot of UK rap, grime, whatever you want to call it. Bro, it's 10:36. Start this game, bro. I took a little sip of a Bloom. I think Bloom is like some not clean, but like an energy drink that's not as bad as Red Bull. So hopefully it gives me a little juice, but this is gonna be a tough one, y'all. All right, starters are on your screen. They're just talking about the starters right now. Let your votes in the YouTube. I'm about to end this poll. Jeez, they take it forever to start this game. This game gonna start all 10:40. I'm hanging on by a thread here. Come on. Crimson, yeah, I'm in Florida. I got a couple of friends in. We'll bring on dubstep and grime. But yeah, Stormzy's been around for. Oh, Dizzy Rascal, I've heard that name. Yeah, Stormzy been around for a while. Kyle says I trust Mo on a bum ankle more than my... Damn, put some respect on Maisha. Carlos, where can you watch the game? The game is unfortunately only on USA Network. If you're in the US and you have a cable provider, YouTube TV, Direct TV, whatever, it's on USA Network. But somebody can probably share a site where you can All right, finally we're about to tip off, people. We're finally about to tip off. All right, let's get this show on the road. It's De'Erica Hamby versus Aaliyah Boston for the tip at center court. Pretty packed there at Crypto for the Fever show. Remember, Fever games, all 44 of them are on national TV. As we are off and running, Fever start off with possession. Caitlin Clark guarded by Ray Burrell to start. They were teammates at the World Cup qualifiers back in March. Caitlin gets it over to Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham back to Caitlin. Caitlin double team and gets the ball stripped and stolen. And Ray Burrell with the ball. Ray Burrell down the center of the lane, goes up, left hand scoop, and she gets the party started. Ray Burrell, first 2 points on the board. RC, salute for the vertical. Ball over to Caitlin. Caitlin glows, and Caitlin gets fouled, goes off glass, and one Caitlin Clark to start. So a quick start here. She had a turnover on the first possession, goes coast to coast off glass, and scores on the second. All right, so Caitlin Clark at the line for the 3-point play. Salute. My VPN trick didn't work, Sierra. Damn, I'm unfortunate. Try again. Sweet baby Ray. What was the nickname you gave Ray as she knocks down the free throw? Caitlin Clark up to the 3 points. Kelsey Plum at the controls here, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. The two Kelseys guarding each other. Handoff to, oh, that was a double dribble, it felt like. Ariel Atkins with the steal, with the turnover. Caitlin Clark with the steal. Goes behind the back, crossover down the lane and scores. What a nasty move there by Caitlin. She went behind the back, left to right cross, and finished with the right hand lay. Caitlin 5, Sparks 2. Ray Burrell attacks Caitlin. Up and under, left hand scoop, out of control, and draws the foul. So Ray Burrell now will go to the line for 2 free throws. Caitlin Clark with her first foul of the game. Oh, there it is. Ray DHD. I couldn't remember. So Ray Burrell at the line knocks down the first free throw. Caitlin Clark, fastest player in W history to reach 1,000 points, 250 assists, 250 rebounds. As Ray Burrell knocks down the second free throw, it's 5-4. Caitlin Clark over to Boston. Boston in the post against Hamby. That's a mouse in the house. They send a late double over, gets it over to Cunningham. Cunningham gets by Plum. Floater is up and goods. 7-4. Plum over to Atkins. Atkins, right side of the court. Finds Hamby on the cut. Hamby, good catch. Too far under the basket. Hits the bottom of the rim. Caitlin with the rebound. Caitlin pushing quickly. Over the head pass to Billings. Miscommunication. And that's a turnover. Ball in play here with the Sparks. Kelsey Plum over to Nneka. Nneka left side of the court. Nneka pulls up for three. She can shoot that, and she can hit that. Nneka Agumake cashes out from three. Ties the game at 7. And it's Fever ball. Ball over to Caitlin Clark. She has 5 of the 7 points here. Caitlin crosses half court over to Billings. At the top of the key here. Looked like she shoveled her feet a bit. Gets the ball over to Caitlin. Nobody home. She goes up on the back cut and lays it in. So Caitlin Clark, 7 of the 9 points here for the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Plum trying to get on the board here, trying to attack Kelsey Mitchell. Nowhere to go, but Ray Burrell cuts. Good hands there by Caitlin. Gets a nice strip, and she's on the go here. Right down the middle of the paint. Out to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell for 3, and it's off the rim short and out of bounds. So CC doing her thing on both ends. A nice strip there, getting some assists and getting to the basket as well. 9-7 as Kelsey Plum crosses half court with the possession. Over to Ray Burrell, left side of the court, right to left crossover, over to Plum in the left corner, guarded by Caitlin. Got her on the island here. Snatch back dribble. Pull up. 3. Good. KP 4-3. Sparks have the lead. 10-9. Plum Island is a little crazy over there as Boston backs down to Hamby. Throws it out to Caitlin for 3. And it's short off the rim. She wanted a landing spot foul to get the offensive rebound. Cunningham wide open for 3. And she misses. Probably was a little too open. And Plum with the ball. Right side of the court. Plum drives right. Jump pass over to Nneka. Fakes the pass. Attacks Caitlin. Goes corner to Ray Burrell. Ray for 3. And it's off. Caitlin with another rebound. Caitlin in transition here. Oh, finds Kelsey Mitchell on the back cut. That reverse layup is good. Ariel Atkins ended up on the floor. Caitlin, good eyes there. Good cut by Kelsey Mitchell. Fever retake the lead. 11-10. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Oh, tried to bullet it into Hamby. I think Caitlin got her hands in the passing lane again. Caitlin picks up her dribble over to Billings. Billings at the 3-point line, looking for Boston in the post. Get hands there by Agumake. Pokes it out of bounds. So it is Fever basketball here. Ball over to Caitlin. She catches off the inbound. Goes corner to Mo Billings. Mo Billings can't hit the 3. She does hit the right corner 3. And that's her first points as a member of the Fever. 14-10 Fever. Plum. Oh, that pass somehow gets through. Hamby double clutches right down Main Street. Or right down, what's that street in LA? Rodeo. And lays it in with the right. Shows how much I know about the West Coast. Ball over to Mo. Mo, it gets poked into the backcourt. She picks it up over to Kelsey Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Kelsey dancing with, tries to drop it off to Mo. It's poked away and stolen. Nneka with the steal. Plum on the outlet to Hamby. Chases it down, and she's out of bounds. So turnover for turnover. And the ball goes back to the Fever here. Let me end this poll here. I forgot to end it when I said I was going to. 64% said Fever, 36% said Sparks. Salute everyone tuned in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe on the YouTube if you're new here. We do watch-alongs all season long. Fever ball here. Aaliyah Boston brings it across half court. She's going to initiate the offense. Hands it off to Kelsey. Kelsey Mitchell drives right, gets around 2, goes to Lexi Hull, who's checked in the corner. Foul there by Kelsey Plum in the corner. And Plum goes to the ref saying, I don't know how that's a foul. Cam Brink checks in for De'Erica Hamby. Comments in the media or in press conference by Lynn Roberts saying, basically Cam got to be better. So we'll see how she does tonight. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Oh, that looked like a travel by Boston. Gets it over to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Kelsey versus Kelsey. She tries to get to her left, gets downhill, goes up, and somehow sneaks through and lays it in. She's so shifty, Kelsey Mitchell. And it's 16-12. So shifty. Plum over to Ray Burrell. Over to Plum. Plum goes left baseline, spins back middle, tries to go up and under, then shoots the fall away, in and out, fight for the rebound. Lexi Hull gets it. He gets it over to Kate. Kate down to Boston, tries to steal. Nneka saves it, and it goes to Cam Brink. Cam Brink almost gets it stolen by Mitchell, and Mitchell runs over Ariel Atkins. They call a blocking foul. Cam Brink tried to be a point center, tried to dribble it out, and turned it over. We have a timeout on the floor, 16-12. 4:38 to go here in the first quarter. Man, this game is a low scoring game right here for the Chicago Sky and the Golden State Valkyries. It's 25-20. And there's a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. I hope my eyes are deceiving me. Let me take a look at this, because that's actually pretty crazy. 25-20, and it's about to be halftime. Nah, this is crazy. I gotta show y'all this. My eyes might be deceiving me. It's like, you go from watching that Liberty game yesterday where they scored damn near 100 points, and you're watching this, and it's like the Liberty and Fire had like 30 points in the quarter. That's wild. Let's take a look at this right quick. Sorry, I don't want to I ain't trying to watch Messi right now. Look at that score, 20-28. That's crazy. Yeah, I have it on my other screen here, but that's crazy. 28-20 at almost at halftime. Guy Dig with 10 points. Let's take a look at this box score right quick. Skylar Diggins with 10 points. Everybody else got 2. Oldest player on the court, leading scorer. Natasha Cloud looks like she got her first points as a member of the Sky. 9 for 35, 26%. 0 for 10 from 3, y'all. TU. Sorry, sloppy hoops out there. Got Kayla Thornton 0 for 7. Gabby 4 for 11. Yeah, it stinks out there. Let's take a look at our game, though. It's a little bit more entertaining. Take a look at the box score. Oh, did I click on the same game again? There we go. Score is 16-12, y'all. 16-12 is the score. We got Mo Billings with her first points as a member of the Fever. She got 3. Caitlin Clark with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Does have 3 turnovers, but 2 steals on a block. So she's stuffing the stat sheet for better or for worse. Kelsey Mitchell with 4. They're 1 for 4 from the 3-point line as a team. Nneka with 3. Hamby with 2. 3 for Plum. 4 for Burrell. All right, broadcast is coming back here. The score, if you're looking at this, look here. The points are to the right. So you can keep track. I know for those who of the betting persuasion, you can keep track of how many points people have, and their rebounds and assists are under their names. It'll update periodically. But back to the game. Demetrius Dantas, the Brazilian, is checked in for Aaliyah Boston. Ty Harris is also checked in for Kelsey Mitchell, and Michaela Timpson is also in the game as well. Caitlin Clark over to Ty Harris for 3, and she knocks down the right wing 3. Ty Harris knocks it down. 19-12 is the score. Ball over to Ray Burrell. So it's Plum, Burrell, Agumake, Atkins, and Brink. Nneka at the top of the key, hands it off to Plum. Plum on the island with Caitlin, blows by her, steps through, and scores. So KP attacks Caitlin. She already has a foul. Doesn't want to pick up a second before the first quarter is over. Smart move there by the veteran. Ty Harris She tried to go a cross court pass, hits the side of the backboard and falls to the Sparks. Over to Plum, bounce past the Neka, hop steps through the lane and scores. 19-16. What's up, Liz? Salute, salute. Ball over to Dantas. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin, top of the key, comes off the screen going left. Probe dribble. Goes between the legs. Steps back. Nowhere to go. Oh, what a pass. I said nowhere to go. She finds Timpson. Timpson couldn't get the reverse. Caitlin, that was bad body language. She threw her arms up in the air there at that missed layup attempt. Gotta keep it cute, as they say. Matt said this other YouTuber is saying Sky is 100% more talented and should win. I doubt. Nah, I don't agree with there. Oh, Jason Sudeikis sitting courtside with his daughters. She tapped his daughters on the head and said hello. Ted Lasso. He's always had a lot of W games, and that's a defensive foul there by Lexi Hull trying to fight over that screen. Yeah, Matt's cheating on me. That's crazy. Ball and player with the Sparks. Ray Burrell against Caitlin. She goes into the lane, tries to step through, creates some space, throws up the floater, can't get it to go, gets the offensive rebound though. Throws it out to Cam Brink. Cam Brink. What the hell is she doing? And that's a turnover by the Sparks. Oh no, they say it's out on the Fever. It stays Sparks basketball. Plum to inbound, gets it into Hamby. Hamby, hand off to Plum. Plum finds Hamby on the roll. And what a nice play there by the Sparks. And it's 19-18. That's a 6-0 run there. Dantas with the ball over to Ty Harris. Harris over to Dantas. Dantas can shoot the three, and she knocks it down. She tells me to shut up about that run. 22-18. Kelsey Plum crossover, gets down the lane, bumps off Hull, finishes with the right hand, and it's 22-20. Caitlin Clark rejects the screen, goes down, can't bring volleyball, swats it out of bounds. So Cam Brink with her first block of the game. Caitlin thought she had a layup scot-free. The long arm of the law there in Cameron Brink. So it's 14 on the shot clock. Fever ball still 22-20. Fever lead. Who's that? Oh, that's what's her face? The rookie Chance Gray checks in. They're showing a replay of this block. Caitlin, I think she saw it coming. And ball in play, Cunningham over to Boston, who's checked back in. Boston, hand off to Cunningham. She steps behind the screen for three, too strong. It falls to Boston. Over to Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell over to Dantas. They're looking for Boston. Cam Brink fighting down there in the post, rejecting. As Dantas spins, that's a foul. They don't call it. Ball over to Cunningham, and then they call a foul there on Chance Gray, the rookie, with 1.5 on the shot clock. So Sophie, did they say it's on the floor? Yeah, they said it wasn't a shooting foul. Foul happened on the floor, so no shots there. Boston, oh, what a pass. Finds Kelsey Mitchell on the back cut and scores. I think I saw a highlight of them running that same play, in the first game. It's 24-20. Erica Wheeler checks in. She gets her shot up and misses. Cam Brink skies for the rebound and gets poked in the face by Aaliyah Boston. Cam Brink in a little bit of discomfort here. She skied for that rebound when she came down. It was, I think Sophie Cunningham caught her in the face there. And she says, WTF. Ball in play here with the Sparks. Hamby, hand off to Plum. Plum steps behind the screen. Pocket pass gets bumped and stolen by the Fever. Sophie Cunningham with it. Oh, she might have carried. Gets it over to Ty Harris. Ty Harris at the controls. Caitlin Clark is on the bench now, getting a breather. Both teams with 5 turnovers. Aaliyah Boston, comfortable shooting the 3. She misses that one. Rebound to Hamby, over to Plum. Sparks on the run. Plum over to Wheeler on an island with Boston. Right to left crossover, gets downhill. Boston gets the block and then tries to save it off of Boston, and Boston steals it. Boston runs the floor over to Dantas, over to Mitchell. Mitchell, she pulls up for 3 off the back of the rim. Plum with the long rebound. Under a minute to go here. Sparks ball. Kelsey Plum, crossover, right to left. Attacks Ty Harris, steps through, finds a pass out to Cam Brink in the right corner. Too strong. Rebound to Harris. Outlet over to Dantas. Dantas over to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell drives left, tries to get around Hamby. She does. Lobs it over to Ty Harris, down to Boston. She faces up on the right baseline. Posts up Cam Brink. Spin, reverse pivot. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Blocked by Cam Brink. And it's about a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kelsey Plum at half court. 10 seconds on the shot clock, though. She got to make a move. Plum picks up her dribble over to Hamby with 5 on the clock. Hamby, you got to look. There's 3 to go. 2 over to Wheeler. Wheeler has to get it up at the buzzer. It's short. And Sophie Cunningham with the rebound. Doesn't get the shot off in time. And that's how the first quarter ends. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 24-20 Fever on top of the Sparks. Ron C, salute. What's going on, my boy? Yo, Jay, new season, great new setup. Plum Dog. Yes, sir. I try to revamp the setup a little bit. Appreciate that. Good to see you. All right, y'all. So we're at the end of the first. 24-20 is the score. Let me take a look at this NBA game. I think they said it went to overtime. NBA. Oh, Pistons are down. What's that? I can't do math. 4 with 28.7 seconds to go. Interesting. Salute to everybody watching. My bad. I just got distracted by the NBA game. Let's take a look at the box score while we have a chance here. Score is 24-20 at the end of the first quarter. Let's scroll up here. Indiana Fever, you got Mo Billings with 3 points. Aaliyah Boston yet to score, but does have 3 rebounds. And a nice assist to Kelsey Mitchell on that back cut. You got Sophie Cunningham with 2 points. And Kelsey Mitchell with 6 points, and Caitlin Clark with 7 points to lead the team in scoring. Michaela Timpson yet to score, 3 for Dantas and Ty Harris. They had 5 turnovers as a team in that first quarter. We haven't seen Raven Johnson as of yet. That's interesting. I don't know if she's hurt. I don't think I saw she was hurt or anything. You got Nneka Ogwumike for the Sparks with 5 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Hamby with 4. You got 7 for KP, 4 for Ray Burrell. And then nothing on the bench. You got a nice thunderous. You got 2 blocks here by Cam Brink already. She didn't foul yet, so that's always a positive sign. Oh, I forgot. I can't do that while I'm on that screen. That's hilarious. Right. Anytime Cam Brink doesn't have multiple fouls when she checks into the game is a win for the Sparks. Looking at this, this other game is at halftime right now. Between Chicago and Golden State, 28-24. Let's take a quick look at this. 28-24 at halftime. Golden State scored 9 points in the second quarter. It looked like the Liberty last year. Looked like the Liberty sometimes when we can't score. Take a look at the box score right quick. 9 points in the quarter is atrocious. 10 for Sky. She's still leading them in scoring. 10 for Gabby Williams. She's the leading scorer for them as well. They got to fix up over there in that game. I'm glad I ain't decide to do that game. That's sloppy hoops, stinky hoops over there. All right, game's coming back on right now. They're talking about Kelsey Plum's impact so far in this game. Ball in play here with the Sparks to start the second quarter. It's Wheeler, Agumake, Atkins, Gray, and Hamby. Wheeler cuts right down Main Street and misses the layup. Boston with the pass, with the rebound pass, and turns it over. Out to Hamby. Hamby for three, and it's off. Could have got a better look than that. Boston with the rebound. Boston gets it over to Ty Harris. It's Harris, Mitchell, Boston, Cunningham, and Billings. Ty Harris with the ball. She hasn't passed it yet. It's 10 on the shot clock. Comes off the screen. Ty Harris takes the midi, but is a foul before the shot on Chance Gray fighting over that Aaliyah Boston screen. Raven Johnson, I was just saying she didn't get any minutes. She gets her first minutes of the game. She checks in for Ty Harris, and she will inbound the ball here. Raven Johnson over to Boston. Back to Raven. Raven at the controls. Top of the key here. Dribbles right. Throws it back left to Boston. Boston on a handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell with 3 on the clock. They send a double out to her. Gets it over to Raven. Raven has to get it up. She doesn't recognize it's a shot clock violation. So great defense there by the Sparks to force the turnover. Ball and play here with the Sparks. Ball and play with the Sparks. Erica Wheeler at the controls here. Erica Wheeler dribbles right. Gets it over to Atkins. Yet to score in this one. Atkins avoids the double. Gets it over to Hamby. Hamby down the lane. Goes up. Right hand scoop is up and good. De'Erica Hamby with the layup. It's a 2-point game. Raven Johnson pushing up the court. Guarded tightly by Wheeler. Comes off the screen. Pocket pass to Billings. Nobody home. And she lays it in. Mo Billings. Good pass there by Raven Johnson. And she gets her first assist of the game. Atkins over to Hamby. Hamby to Atkins. Oh, sorry, to Gray. They both got a bun. I gotta recognize who I'm talking about. And we have a foul away from the play here on Boston. Score is 26-22. 26-22. Fever on top of the Sparks. Oh, I forgot to change it. This game is on USA, not League Pass, but we'll just have to deal with that. Ball over to Agumake. Over to Atkins. Back to Agumake. Agumake, foul line jumper. Misses. Ball fight for the rebound, and Billings secures it. Boston gets it over to Johnson. Over to Cunningham, right side of the court. Cunningham over to Boston, top of the key. Boston guarded by the rookie. She's going to back her down. They find Raven Johnson. They find Kelsey Mitchell. Left wing 3 is rattled in. Kelsey Mitchell knocks it down. It's 29-22. Atkins tries to attack Cunningham. Can't get the floater to go. Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham dribbles left. Gets it over to Billings. Billings lob up to Boston. And a foul there by Hamby trying to poke it away. So Burrell comes in for Chance Gray, the rookie. Ball over to Raven Johnson. She's playing with Caitlin Clark here. Finds Caitlin coming off the curl. Caitlin steps back for a 3 off the bench and misses. And Nneka with the rebound over to Wheeler. Wheeler pushing quickly up the court. Gets to the foul line. Takes the foul line jump shot and knocks it down. Erica Wheeler makes it 29-24. Fever still on top by 5 here. Johnson over to Billings. Billings comes off the screen. Gets downhill. Stops. Reverse pivots. Throws it out. Gets it stripped and stolen by Atkins. Atkins over to Burrell. They have a 3-on-2 here if they want it. Burrell can't do anything. Burrell goes across the paint, tries to step through, takes an off-balance floater, and it's way off, and a collision there under the basket. A foul there by Billings, I think, on Atkins. They both collided going for that rebound. Yeah, Atkins gets around, and Billings has her arm out. I don't even think she recognized she's coming there. And draws the foul. Smart play by the veteran Atkins. Ball over to, who's this? Wheeler over to Atkins. Atkins, pocket pass to Hamby. Rolling down the lane, goes up. Left hand lay is good. 29-26. Hamby up to 8 points in this game. Ball over to Cunningham. Right side of the court. Comes off the screen. And Atkins gets caught holding on to Cunningham. So that's a foul. So it is fever ball here. Caitlin to inbound, gets it into Raven Johnson. Raven back to Caitlin. Caitlin comes off the screen, going left. Caitlin crossover, goes cross-court pass to Cunningham, wide open for three, and she buries it. That's the good thing about Caitlin. She attracts so much attention. She could pick you apart from the pass as well. Ray Burrell with the ball. Ray Burrell, handoff to Atkins. Atkins crosses over, steps inside, takes a long two, can't get it to go. Billings with the rebound. Zay, that's putting it kindly. Caitlin Clark with the ball, finds Boston down low. Another foul there by Boston. And Plum and Boston fight for the ball here. How many fouls is that on Boston now? That might be her third foul. No, it's her second. 2 fouls on Boston already. Hamby battling down there with Boston for position. Ball in play here with Nneka Ogwumike. She crosses half court, looking for Plum. Gets it to Plum. Approaching the 6 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Plum picks up her dribble over to Hamby. Hamby back to Plum. Plum picks up her dribble again. Gets it over to Atkins. Has to sky for that pass. She just comes down, shoots the three, and it's off. Rebound to Boston. Caitlin pushing. Goes behind the back. Dancing with the ball. Oh, try to in and out. Ray Burrell doesn't fall for it. Cunningham goes back door. Atkins falls asleep, and it's an easy lay for Sophie Cunningham. 34-26. Plum with the ball. Plum, they send a late double out. Plum dribbles out of it. They get the ball swung over to Hamby, gets poked away out of bounds, and it's Fever basketball. And we have a timeout on the floor. So it's 34-26 with 5:24 to go in the second quarter. Crimson, I don't know what you on, my boy. Caitlin Clark with the OnlyFans is a crazy claim to make. I don't know what you on, but I ain't see that report. Somebody let me know, because I ain't never seen that before. Put this over here. Jason says these shots just not falling for the Sparks. They will in the second half. Well, we shall see. Score is 32-29 in the third quarter. For comparison, the score is 34-26 in this game that we're doing, and it's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. So that gives you that shows you how putrid it's been. That's crazy. Salute for the coins. All the gifts here on the TikTok. Salute. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like the live. If you like this type of content on the TikTok, on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those noti bells on. We'll be back tomorrow for Liberty Fire Part 2. That's another late game here on the East Coast, 10 p.m. start. What's up, Harrison? How do I feel about the Sky? The Sky's so to me. I don't know. I'm not sold on them, but I think they'll be better than last year. That's my opinion on the Chicago Sky. I mean, not really hard to do, but I think the pieces that they have, at least in the starting lineup, are positive. I don't know what they're going to do about the guard rotation with Skylar Diggins, Natasha Cloud, and if Courtney Vandersloot comes back. Excuse me. So they got some decisions to make. But thanks for your question there. All right, broadcasters coming back here. They're talking about Caitlin Clark and her do-it-all activities so far: passing, shooting, playing defense, rebounding. You name it, she's doing it out there. And that's why her team has the lead. Thank you, Sierra, for that information. I didn't know about Erica Wheeler doing that as well. I just seen Caitlin Clark OnlyFans, and I was like, no siree. All right, ball and play here with the Fever. Maisha Hines-Allen has checked back into the game. Hines-Allen, Clark, Mitchell, Billings, and Hull. Ball over to Mitchell. No hesitation for three, and she cashes out. Pops the net there, and it's 37-26. Largest lead of the game. 11-point game here. Sparks got to respond. Ball over to Hamby. Hamby, top of the key here. Hamby back to Plum, right side of the court. Picks up her dribble, and it's a kick ball by Lexi Hull on that entry pass. Shot clock resets to 14. Hey, Ron, chill out, my boy. Chill out. If you catch me on that, you know times is really hard. I don't even know if times will ever be hard enough for me to be on there. Ball and play here with Nneka Ogwumike. Oh, finds Ariel Atkins on the cut. She just looks out of it. Just ball slips right out of her hands and out of bounds. Ball and play with the Fever. Caitlin Clark. Full court guarded by Ray Burrell. She crosses half court looking for Mitchell. Mitchell goes to screen. Now Billings takes the screen. Oh, pocket pass to Billings down the lane. Gets fouled by the rotating Plum. Caitlin just finds this eye of the needle passes just pinpoint on the roll. Jalen on the TikTok, what he said, thanks for commentating. I got a parlay on this game while gaming. Salute, my boy. Salute. Just let me know whatever you need. I'll try and keep you updated with stats and scores as best as I can. Mo Billings at the line. First free throw is up and good. Cam Brink checks back into this game. She's not in foul trouble, which is a positive sign if you're a Sparks fan. And Billings misses the second. Ogwumike with the rebound. And Tanaya Latson, the rookie out of South Carolina, has checked into the game. So we have some South Carolina flavor in this game. Oh, pass from Ray Burrell to Brink. She takes her time and finishes the layup. It's 38-28. But back to the South Carolina point, you got Aaliyah Boston and Raven Johnson. And I think Ty Harris went to South Carolina as well. And then on the Spark side, you got Tanaya Latson. I'm over here talking about college. Kelsey Mitchell said, talk about now. Hits the midi. It's 40-28. Plum with the ball. You also got Sanaya Fagan on the Sparks from South Carolina. So a lot of it's a three in the key here by Billings. So a defensive 3 seconds. It'll be a free throw. Technical free throw here. Zay said, has AB took a shot? She's playing good. Yeah, she took one shot, but she missed it. I think she took 2 shots actually and missed them. Looking at it as Kelsey Plum, one of the best free throw shooters in the game, knocks down the technical. Aaliyah Boston, no points, 0 of 2. She does have 6 rebounds. It's Sparks ball to get it into the Latson. She saves it and somehow gets it back out to Plum at the 3-point line. Plum hesitating. Stops, reverse pivots, bumps, gets fouled by Mitchell. So that play looked like it was going nowhere fast, but Kelsey Plum manufactures a foul out of it. Pivot and reverse pivoted, got Kelsey Mitchell to bite, and Kelsey versus Kelsey ends up with Plum winning that duel. 40-29, Kelsey Mitchell with the foul, Kelsey Plum at the line for 2 free throws. You got 3 of the you got the top 3 scorers in NCAA history on the court right now. You got Caitlin Clark, of course, number 1. I think Plum is 2 and Mitchell is 3. So a lot of buckets on the court right now. Plum knocks down both free throws. It's 31-40. Ball in play here with Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell, guarded by the rookie, Tania Latson. Welcome to the W. Let's see if she can stop this. Gets it over to Caitlin. Caitlin rejects the screen, goes behind the back, steps back. Top of the key, 3 off the back of the rim. Cam Brink chases down the rebound and gets it over to Latson. Latson crosses half court, blows it down. Gets to the top of the key here. Hands it off to Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell on the downhill. Oh, goes behind the back. Back out to Latson. Latson, no hesitation for 3. That looked off. It is off to the left. And Dantas with the rebound. Over to Caitlin with Latson hot on her tails. Over to Dantas. Dantas fakes the handoff, now finds Hull, and they call a foul by Ray Burrell chasing over that screen. More buckets than Home Depot and Lowe's. Or it's going to be, oh, is it going to be free throws? It should be free throws. They're in the bonus. I don't think the referees recognize that. Oh, I think now the referees will converge and recognize that it should be shots at the foul line. The Fever are in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter. Lexi Hull at the line for 2 free throws. Lexi Hull, first free throw is up, and it rattles out. 72% foul shooter. 6th overall pick back in 2022. Stanford there. So you got Lexi Hull and Cam Brink. You even got Nneka Ogwumike, the Stanford graduates. Oh, Tania Latson rips through on Lexi Hull. She falls on her ass, and then she turns the ball over. Damn. You can't make it up. Timeout here on the floor. 41-31. Fever still up by 10 here in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. This is crazy. 39-36 in Golden State. With 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. You cannot make that stuff up, bro. It's no offense over there. Salute for the likes here on the TikTok. Salute. Appreciate you guys. Where can we watch it for free? SJE. I know there's a bunch of sites out there. I don't know them. But this is the service I am providing, so you can, if you want to listen, this is what I can do for you. It's the best I can do for you, unfortunately. But if you want to watch on live TV, the game is on USA Network in the USA, if you have access to that channel. Doom. They're playing some Kendrick in the arena, of course. They're in LA. You got leading scorer is Kelsey Mitchell, I know. Kelsey Mitchell has 14 points to lead the Fever in scoring. She actually leads the game in scoring with 14. The Sparks, Kelsey Plum leads her team with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Caitlin Clark, 7 points. She had 7 of the first 9 points for the Fever. She has 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, a block. So she got her hands all over the stat sheet. Squabble up. That's what they playing. Oh, the Cavs beat the Pistons. So they won their first road win of the playoffs. More turnovers than points in this game. Squabble up. Salute to everyone hanging around. Sorry, I don't mean to be singing in your ear, but I got to do something to keep myself up. because this is a late game. It's already 11:20. Magic Johnson in the building, of course. Magic Johnson. See if I can edit something right quick. We're still in a timeout right now. You're not missing a thing. They just coming back to the broadcast. Just coming back. This should say. All right, I think I updated it. Did it update? Yes, it did. Ball and play here with the Fever. Gets it over to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin. Damn, I said our whole government. Caitlin Clark over to Dantas. Dantas for three off the back of the rim. Hines Allen with the offensive rebound. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin guarded by Cam Brink. Long arm of the law here. She can't shoot it. He gets it over to Dantas. Dantas shoots a three again, misses again, and out of bounds. So let's see if how the Sparks can close this quarter. It's 41-31. It's Wheeler, Brink, Agumake, Plum, and Burrell on the court. NECA, top of the key, hands it off to Burrell. Empire, salute. What's going on, my boy? Gets it down to Plum. Plum with 7 on the clock, guarded by Mitchell. She pirouettes and dribbles out to 3. 3 on the clock. Plum hoists a 3, and it's off. Yikes. Somebody opened the door in the arena. Wind blew that off course. Ball and play with Caitlin, being hounded by Ray Burrell. Gets it to Dantas, gets it back to Caitlin. Caitlin with a head of steam, goes corner to Cunningham. Up top to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3. Oh, her shot is just so pure, man. She knocks it down. 44-31. You get lost in defensive rotations, the Fever will make you pay. Mitchell up to 17 points there. Offensive foul by Cam. She gets her first foul. Mitchell holding her left shin there. Guess she got collided there with Cam Brink. Ball to oh yeah, she tried to step through that screen. Her shin hits Cam Brink's knee. I don't know Cam Brink probably got a little hard done there. But anyways, it's Fever ball. Caitlin Clark steps back, going to her left for 3 off the front of the rim. Cam Brink skies for the rebound. Cam Brink steps out of bounds off that pressure by Maisha Hines Allen. That's what happens when your center tries to do point guard activities. Centers should be centers. Yeah. It was close, but Caitlin Clark off the inbound shoots a wide open baseline jumper and scores 46-31. Ball over to Plum. She goes behind the back on Mitchell, gets downhill, and draws the foul on Mitchell. Probably say I had to get some Burger King. I respect it, my friend. I respect it. So Plum will go back to the line for free throws here. Kelsey Plum at the line tonight is 3 of 3. Kelsey Plum at the line. Salute for all the gifts. Appreciate you guys on TikTok. Salute, salute. Knocks down the first free throw. Kelsey Plum. And Plum, second free throw is off the back of the rim. Long rebound gets tipped out to Sophie Cunningham. Approaching a minute to go here. Both teams in the foul bonus. So any foul results in free throws. Hines Allen over to Ty Harris, who's checked back in. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin with 10 on the clock, guarded by the rookie, by Atkins, excuse me. Atkins poked it away, but Caitlin gets downhill over to Dantas in the right corner. Can't get it. Cunningham chases down the rebound and throws it off Plum. Heads up play there by Sophie Cunningham. Ronci LA looking worse than the Liberty this season. Oh, what a pass from Hines Allen to Caitlin right under the basket. They fell asleep and she lays it in. 48-32. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Kelsey Plum gets downhill, guarded by Cunningham. Fakes going back out, comes in, finishes with the left on the right-hand side. 48-34. 25 seconds to go here. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin. And they call an offensive foul by Caitlin Clark. And they say she used her arm to fend the defender away. Oh yeah, she does put her arm to gather a little space. It gets up under Atkins' throat, and that's what pulled the foul. Shot clock is off here. 15 seconds to go. Erica Wheeler guarded by Cunningham. Shot clock is off here. 5 seconds to go. Wheeler rejects the screen, goes downhill, finds Cam Brink in the corner. She was jumping up for it. Shoots the three off the front of the rim short, and that's how the quarter ends. So at halftime, Fever lead Sparks 48-34 at the half. In comparison, y'all, we'll take a look at it. It's 48-34 at the half. The Chicago and Golden State game is 49-44 at the end of the third quarter. Nikki K talking to De'Erica Hamby of the Sparks about their team. Hamby with 8 points and 3 rebounds. All right, so during halftime, we'll take a look at the box score, the team stats, all that good stuff. But we got 15 minutes of freedom here. All right, let's take a look. We're at halftime here. We'll go over the box score right quick. 48-34 is the score. Let me zoom in so everyone can see. So Fever outscored Sparks 24-20 in the first. They outscored them 24-14 in the second. All right. For the Fever, you got scores on the screen. Teddy on the TikTok, 48-34. Monique Billings with 6 points, 3 rebounds. You got Aaliyah Boston, hasn't scored and she's only taken 2 shots, does have 6 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell leading the way with 17. You got Sophie Cunningham with 7 and 11 with 11 for Caitlin Clark. Oh, snap. Over here adjusting stuff. Uh-oh. What'd I do? I'll just move that back up. All right. I'm on the wrong screen. That's why. Maisha Hines Allen yet to score. You got 3 for Dantas, 3 for Ty Harris, and 1 for Lexi Hull. Fever shooting 56% from the floor, 37% from 3, 60% from the line. They do have 9 turnovers as a team. For the Sparks, you got Nneka Ogwumike with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Hamby with 8. Kelsey Plum leading her team with 13 points. Only player in double figures for the Sparks. None for Atkins, 4 for Burrell. Off the bench, you got Cam Brink with 2, Erica Wheeler with 2, and no one else to score yet. You got 41% from the field for the Sparks, 20% from 3 on 10 attempts, and 6 for 8 from the line. And they have 10 turnovers as a team. So 19 turnovers total between these two teams. Take a look at the team stats. They'll actually load. There we go. So rebound battle, the Fever are leading that 18-11. They're leading the assist battle 15-6. They're losing the steals battle 6-4. Both teams have 2 blocks apiece. They say both have 10 turnovers. Fever have given up 11 points off of their 10 turnovers. The Sparks have given up 16 points off of their 10 turnovers. Fast break points in favor of the Sparks, 6-2. 20-20 points in the paint. Both teams with 10 fouls each. And the largest lead is 16 by the Fever, 2 for the Sparks. And that is that. All right. Let's take a look at this other game that's been putrid. 52-46 in the fourth quarter. They had their highest scoring quarter in the third. I guess the offenses finally decided to wake up. 25-16 in that third quarter. Chicago up, but barely. You got Rickea Jackson with 13 points, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Camila Cardoso, 7 points and 4 rebounds. She only has 2 fouls. 13 for Sky with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. JC Sheldon with 6, and the rookie Gabriela Jaquez with 5 points, 5 rebounds. Off the bench, Liz Williams with 2 points and 5 rebounds. Cloud with 7 points in her Sky debut. And Rachel Banham yet to score. For Golden State, you got Kayla Thornton 0 for 9. She's just building a brick house out there. 6 rebounds. I love KT. She was a part of my Liberty during the championship run. Gabby Williams with 12 points on 5 of 14 shooting. She's getting them shots up. Got to respect it. 5 rebounds. Kia Stokes with 6 points and 10 rebounds. So Kia managing the boards. I mean, score is so low. It must have been a lot of misses. Kyla Charles with 7. Veronica Burton with 10 points, 4 assists. Off the bench, Ami here with 2, Salon with 5, and 4 for Caitlin Chen. Kyle says, thanks for doing the watch along for this instead of Sky. Yeah. Thank God I did. Thank God I did. Keep messing with this. I need to lock this. Where's my stuff here? Lock, so I can stop adjusting it. All right, so that's the scores from the games that we're at right now. This game is still going on. I'll leave this up so we could take a look at it. I got the game here. Natasha Cloud has just checked in, back in for the Sky. Natasha Cloud has just checked back in. Kyle said, I appreciate a good Valks game, but yeah. When the offense is flowing, it looks good, but when you get a I don't want to call the Sky staunch defensively, but you got some good defenders on that team. And when the three's not falling, what do you do? You know? What do you do? Right. That's what I need to do. I need to do something to stay awake. Hold on, y'all. BRB, I'm going to go refill my water. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, we back. Looking at this halftime entertainment, it's this guy that's always like he balances a pole with somebody over here climbing on it. I think this lady's about to swing around on this pole by a strap on her neck. I wonder what if she like flies off this thing? Like, do they just cut the feed? Like, this is ridiculous, man. But listen, who am I to judge how somebody gets to the bag, right? Who am I to judge? Shorty over here spinning on a pole held by a man with a neck strap around her neck and swinging like a damn pinwheel. Like, listen, man. Who am I to judge? Judgment free zone over here. Judgment free zone. Let's take a look at the early season standings so far in W. Stand by. Let's zoom in here. So through the first weekend of the W, Atlanta Dream 2-0, Valkyries 2-0 right now. So we have 3 undefeated teams. 2 of them are going against each other tonight. So somebody's going to leave here with a loss. So we shall see who that is. Liberty took their first loss last night. Vegas lost in the season opener. Mystics lost to the Liberty. Portland lost to the Sky, and the Tempo, I think they lost to the Mystics on the season opener. The Tempo got their first win of the season tonight. First win in the Toronto Tempo's existence. That could be a Jeopardy question. So remember that Toronto beat Golden State. Oh no, Toronto beat Seattle for their first win ever. Just like Portland beat the Liberty for their first win ever. And then you see who's at the bottom of the barrel right now. Connecticut Sun already 0-3. It's gonna be a long season for them. Sparks and Fever both winless. Somebody leaving here with something. Word to Denzel. Seattle. I mean, it's so early. It's hard to predict. Teams are not even full strength. Teams are still trying to acclimate to their new systems. A bunch of teams with new coaches. So we can't really judge until later on in the season. So that is the season standings so far. This game is pretty close. So not pretty close, but it's this game is close. 54-51. Oh, Camilla, you gotta finish that. That's easy work. I mean, I guess it's fitting. Natasha Cloud's playing for the Sky with her last name being Cloud9 Sky. Um the whole Sky play on stuff. Oh, good hands there by Sky. Got a nice strip there. I love Sky. She's on my fantasy team too. Salute to everyone on TikTok. Make sure you share it if you like this type of content. Make sure you share with people who love the W. We're at halftime right now. If you're just joining, the Fever are leading the Sparks 48-34. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Oh snap! What just happened? Boom. There we go. Oh, every time I do that, that happens. Okay, so I should stop doing that, right? There we go. Sierra says Tosh makes the Sky a lot better. Tosh makes the Sky a lot better. Possibly. I wanted Layla Lacan before my rookie Pauline took over. I wanted Layla Lacan on the Liberty. Layla's one of my clients. A lot of my clients are French. I can't lie. Yeah, Kyle. Definitely putting in this OT for these West Coast games. And then I'm back with the Liberty again tomorrow. Let's take a look at the schedule while we have some time here. So you can see these two games are live right now. These two games are final. Toronto beat Seattle. Vegas smacked up Connecticut. Tomorrow, we have Minnesota, Dallas at 8 p.m. and then another battle between New York and Portland at 10 p.m. We will be live for that one. On Friday, Friday nights on Ion, you got Vegas and Connecticut, Washington, Indiana, Toronto, LA, Chicago, Phoenix. I won't be on live for any of these. I'll probably put some of these in the Discord. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description. If you want to join the Discord. We'll be playing the games in their community, talking about the games. No games on Saturday. That's interesting. And then Sunday, got 4 games. 1:30 p.m. start. Vegas at Atlanta. You got Seattle at Indiana, Chicago at Minnesota, and Toronto and LA. Those games will be on NBC and Peacock and NBCSN. I know for a fact I will be back on Monday. We'll probably do Washington and Dallas. That looks like a good one. So I'm gonna start putting out a schedule of the games I'm gonna do once I solidify my work schedule. I'm gonna make sure so everybody knows when I'm gonna go live. Tuesday, Toronto and Phoenix. That should be interesting. Let me know your thoughts. What matchup looks intriguing to you? I see Chemo says Dream Aces should be good. Dream Aces should be good. That game Sunday at 1:30. Let me check my work schedule, see if I can figure something out there. I want to do that game. but I'll see what we can do there. We're still at halftime. If you're just joining, salute to everyone hanging around on a late night watch along here on the East Coast, approaching midnight in the next 20 minutes. Fever lead the Sparks 48-34. Feel like the Chicago Golden State game's been at 54-51 for the last 10 minutes. I looked away, looked back up, and it's still the same. Crimson said, isn't Brittany Griner the person who got locked up in Russia for weed? That is correct. She's on the Connecticut Sun now, Crimson. Brittany BG is on the Sun. Oh, there was news. I mean, I think we all knew the news already about Tillman Fertitta, the owner of the Houston Rockets. The sale of the Connecticut Sun to his ownership group has been finalized. So it's official. The Connecticut Sun, this will be their last season in Connecticut. They will be moving to Houston for the 2027 season. The Real Showtime on TikTok says, who do I think is going to win the third quarter? I would say Fever, but I'm going to just say I would say Fever. Let me look at this. Oh, wrong game. We don't care about that game. They've won both quarters already, 24-20 and 24-14, so I wouldn't put it past them to win the third quarter as well. All right, broadcast is about to start back up here. Thanks for everyone hanging out for halftime. They're talking about Kelsey Plum and her attack here in the first half. And they're talking about Kelsey Mitchell on the other side. She's been an absolute killer. Not barely hitting the rim when she's getting them things up. All right, let's get this third quarter started. What channel is the game on? It's on USA Network, Showtime, USA Sports, USA Network. I'm proud of you, Sierra. I'm surprised you're still awake. There was a Caitlin Clark technical, so Kelsey Plum is gonna shoot free throws. I don't even know when she got that tech, but Kelsey Plum at the line, free throws up, she knocks it in. So, at the end, and then she's clapping in the ref's face, yelling in his face, and gets a tech. So that was before halftime. Ball in play here with the Sparks to start the quarter. So they're already at 1-0 to start. Gets it over to Atkins. It's starters for both teams on the court. Plum over to Ray Burrell in the right corner for three, and it's off. Sophie Cunningham chases down the rebound. Clark finds Boston. She's yet to score. Cross court over to Cunningham. Cunningham with 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham drives left, down the lane, gets blocked by Nneka, and then Nneka, I don't know if Nneka just like said something in her face. I don't know, but Atkins down the lane, goes behind the back, off balance floater. She looked crazy, but she gets her own rebound. Plum, pump fakes for three, spins and loses the ball. Mo Billings with the steal. Mo Billings blows by everybody. Mo Billings goes coast to coast and smokes the layup. I think Hamby deterred her there at the rim. Ariel Atkins quickly back the other way. Euro steps through the lane. That should have been a foul, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. I was about to say, they better call the foul. She had her hand all on her forearm there. Steph White is going to challenge this play, apparently. Steph White thinks that Aaliyah Boston got her hand on the ball. We shall see on the slow-mo. I don't see nothing there. Unless it's before. I didn't see nothing on that replay they showed, though. Is that the first tech of the year for CC? Possibly. Unless she got one in that Dallas game. I don't believe she did. So we're in a timeout now. They're reviewing this play to see if the foul will be overturned. They didn't show a good replay angle. So I don't know what the resolution is. Salute to everyone hanging around here. Salute, salute. Appreciate you guys for hanging around here. Looking at this other game, it's 58-55 now with 3:40 to go. Sky with the ball. JC Sheldon for three, way off. Camilla with the rebound though. And she's being hounded down there. So it's a 3-point game with 3.5 to go. Zay says CT reminds me of DT. She stay on the referee's neck. Yeah, that's true. That is true. They got this person over here shooting a half-court shot. Not even close. Person don't look like they've ever shot a basketball a day in their life. Let's see. Half court. Damn. Not even close. Wide right. Kyle said he's starting to fade just like the Sparks' chance to win this. Listen, man. It's tough sledding here, my friend. It's tough sledding. Crimson said, are techs a good thing to force? Nah. Angel Reese, the one who got a Nike deal or something and got upset whose shoes? No, Angel Reese is not. Angel Reese has a Reebok deal. I think you're probably trying to reference Asia Wilson. But yeah. 58-56 here in the Chicago Sky game. Sky with the ball. Chicago is up right now. Hawkes down to Camilla. Up top to JC. JC over to who's this? Rakia. Rakia attacks KT. Now she might have traveled. They don't call it. Oh, this is nasty hoops, man. This is nasty hoops. All right, our game is coming back here. The challenge was unsuccessful. Yeah, that's that initial one is the foul. It wasn't when she actually got the shot up, when she tried to hit her with the Euro step. 48-36 Fever out of challenges due to losing that one. Ariel Atkins previously with the Mystics and then the Chicago Sky last season and was traded in that swap for Rakia Jackson in the offseason. 48-37, 11-point game for the Fever here. Got Caitlin Clark coming off the screen. Drops it off to Boston. A miscommunication there, but Mitchell picks up the loose change and a foul there on the reach in by Atkins. And Mitchell now in pain on the other leg before she hit her shin on Cameron Brink's knee. And now she's in pain here on the other side. I don't know what happened there. Oh, she went to plant and then turned her ankle inward, similar to Carla Late yesterday. But she's limping. She says a choice F-bomb there and then limps back to the bench. She seems to be okay. They say they're reviewing for a potential flagrant. I got to see the replay. I don't think she stepped on Atkins' foot there. Unless it's just late and my eyes are closing. So we just had a review for a challenge, so it took some time. Now we have a review for a flagrant. So hopefully they show the replay. Oh, she does sort of graze over the top of her foot there as she was about. So I don't know if Atkins was trying to get the steal, so it was on the plan. It wasn't on the landing. So do they still call a flagrant for that? I don't think so, because it wasn't encroaching on the. I don't know. I don't know what they'll call here. Because she was going for planting, she wasn't going for a shot and then landing, and the foot was in the landing area. So it'll be interesting to see how they interpret this rule. They're playing Real Love by Mary J. Blige, Yonkers Zone. Vanessa, what's going on? I need a 3 from Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell should get you a 3 eventually. No, yeah, it wasn't a reckless closeout. So it is 2 free throws. So I'm glad that's what they went with. So Mitchell will go to the line for 2 free throws. Zay says some of these reviews be uncalled for, but it's been a entertaining season so far. Yeah, I think it's just gonna take an adjustment, especially with like the emphasis on the type of fouls they call. So it's just gonna be about finding the proper balance as Mitchell knocks down the first free throw. It's more parity around the league, I would say. Talent spread out a little bit more than it was last year. As more teams join, the talent gets spread out more and more. 50-37, Mitchell knocks down both free throws. You got Kelsey Plum with the ball. Plum drives left, drops it off to Nneka. Nneka can shoot the 3. She shoots the right wing 3, misses. Mo Billings with the rebound. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin gets it down to Boston. Can Boston get on the board here? Nneka goes for the swipe in. They send a late double over. Nobody home as Caitlin gets the handoff and finishes the layup. 52-37. Ball over to Ray Burrell. Burrell comes off that screen going right. Tries the pocket pass. Ball on the floor. Burrell gets it over to Atkins. Finds Hamby. Hamby drives baseline. Finds Plum out on the 3. Plum off. Wide open 3 and just bricked it. Sparks 2 of 13 from 3 as Caitlin Clark goes behind the back, comes off the screen, finds Sophie Cunningham, doesn't take the shot, back out to Clark. Clark drives left, pass over to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3, and it's off. Fight for the rebound. Billings gets it over to Sparks, and they have her trapped here. She finds Cunningham on the cut, down the lane. I don't know how she saw her, and it finishes with a layup. I think Atkins got an elbow to the face there, and a timeout by Lynn Roberts and the Sparks. I don't know how Mo Billings saw her. I think she just said Sophie over there somewhere and just threw the ball into the middle of the paint. Sophie cuts down the lane and finishes. So we have another timeout here. Back over to the Chicago game is 63-58. Valkyries down, approaching a minute to go here, and they miss another 3. Under a minute to go, Sky on top. Sky might be going 2-0 here. Look at that. Rikia Jackson gets downhill. What in the hell was that? He drew the foul. Yeah, Sparks have lost their spark. We're in a timeout right here. Had to yawn there, my bad. Whew. 54-37, 7:30 to go. This third quarter, is crawling. They're talking to Magic Johnson here on the broadcast. Ball in play here with the Sparks, though. You got Nneka Ogwumike stops, finds Ray Burrell cutting down the middle of the paint, goes up, layup is off, rebound to Hamby. Hamby loses it, gets it back, out to Wheeler. And they call an offensive foul on... Is that on Ogwumike? I think Ogwumike on Billings. I think she might have caught her with an elbow. Ball in play here with the Fever. Caitlin Clark guarded by Wheeler. And they were teammates two seasons ago when Wheeler was on the Fever during the... Who was the coach? Christy Sides era? Emo Ricky is doing well for the Sky, yeah. Hit Mo with a bow. That was clever. Oh, Mitchell gets to the left elbow. Jump shot is up and good. Kelsey is just so tough. Mitchell, that is. It's 56-37. Ball over to Hamby. Up top to Nneka. Nneka. And a foul there by Mitchell holding on to Wheeler trying to come off that screen. It's 65-58 in the Chicago Golden State game for those keeping track. Gabby Williams takes a contested three and cashes out. No, there might be some life here. 4-point game. Gabby Williams just knocks down a three. 65-61 with 30 seconds to go. All right, sorry. Switching back to the Sparks game here. Erica Wheeler in the right corner. Up top to Plum. You got to shoot it. Oh, she pump fakes. Sidesteps to the right and misses. Caitlin Clark snags another rebound here as she's pushing it. Goes behind the back. Goes between the legs. And then he called a foul on Wheeler. Foul on Erica Wheeler. So Caitlin Clark up to 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Ball in play here with the Fever. Hines Allen over to Caitlin. She's on the floor with Lexi Hull, Ty Harris, and Billings. Caitlin Clark double teamed, gets it out to Cunningham. Oh, sorry, out to Hull, excuse me. Over to Ty Harris, wide open for three, can't get it. Offensive foul on Hines Allen. Hits Hamby with the stiff arm on the rebound. Audra says you met... Which Kelsey? Kelsey Mitchell or Kelsey Plum, Audra? Man, they talking to Magic Johnson this whole quarter. I guess. Oh, and a miscommunication there by Nneka and Ray. Ray zigged when Nneka thought she was going to zag, and it's a turnover. Oh, you met Kelsey Mitchell. Dope. Salute for the hand hard. Simply me, D. Salute, salute. Ball and play here with the Fever. Ty Harris at the controls here. And Ray Burrell with the poke away, chases it down and gets tipped out of bounds and stays with the Fever. Look at your page. Let me make sure I save this comment so I can take a look at it. Will it pop up here? Ball in play here. Caitlin Clark for three. It's off. Fight for the rebound. Nneka Ogwumike tips it to herself. It gets it, and she crosses half court. Hand off to Plum. Plum at the controls here. Guarded by Hull. Comes off the screen. Pocket pass to Nneka. Nneka guarded by Billings. Nneka goes to the left. Shoots the jumper over Billings and scores. Caitlin Clark dancing with the ball. Guarded by Ray Burrell. Nowhere to go. Stonewall. Oh, finds Billings on the cut and a foul there by Plum. Wow, Caitlin with the eyes, man. Caitlin with the eyes. So it will be Billings at the line for free throws. This game is crawling now. Billings knocks down the first free throw. Billings with 7 points and 5 rebounds in her Fever debut. Second free throw is up, and she knocks it down. Mo Billings knocks down the free throw. Wheeler over to Plum. Plum gets it over to Nneka at the top of the key here. Finds Plum again, right wing. Jab steps, goes right, goes back left, holds that pivot over to Wheeler, over to Nneka with 5 on the clock. Nneka Agumike on the drive, tries to get it to Cam Brink, and it gets poked away. Mo Billings picks up the loose change. Oh, Caitlin Clark, bullet past the Billings, out to Harris. Finds Hines Allen under the basket and lays it in. Defense to offense there for the Fever. And this is terrible. 12-2 run here by the Fever. That person who said, should I bet Fever third quarter, I hope you did. And a foul there on Maisha Hines Allen fouls Cameron Brink. Salute, Showtime. Cam Brink knocks down the first free throw. Got a Fever fan on TikTok. I won the game last night against Liberty. Watching this live. As much as that hurt, I'm glad somebody won something out of it. It knocks down both free throws. Is 60-41. This third quarter has crawled by, people. It's a lot of reviews, stoppages, but listen, they gotta do what they gotta do. Caitlin Clark guarded by the rookie Chance Gray over to Dantas in the corner, guarded by Cam Brink. 4 on the clock. Dantas gets cut off. Nowhere to go. Cam Brink gets her hands on the ball and steals it. Cam Brink on the run here. Cam Brink almost carries, hands it off to Wheeler. Wheeler finds a cutting Nneka. Nneka pump fakes, goes up, double clutches, gets fouled there by Dantas. And Nneka Agumike will go to the line for free throws. Fever out of challenges, so there's no sense of going over to your coach and saying challenge. I gotta shoot straight, my friend. No sugarcoating here, man. Nneka Agumike knocks down the free throw. I hope I didn't jinx you. Showtime. It's 12-9 in the quarter now, so it's still pretty close. As Nneka knocks down the second free throw, it's 60-43. Ball in play here with Caitlin Clark. 4 minutes to go in the third. Over to Hines Allen, and they got a moving screen on Lexi Hull. Foul on her ex-teammate Erica Wheeler. Might have put a little extra sauce on that fall. But listen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Ball in play with Wheeler over to Agumike. 60-43. Ball to Plum. Plum right side of the court. And that's a foul there on Nneka Agumike. So Lexi Hull sells it right back. And the ball, it's another turnover. Let me look at these turnovers here. It's like they're exchange. I think 11 turnovers for the Fever. 15. Is that right? Yeah, that's 15. 15 for the Sparks. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Clark, step. Oh, that's a foul. And Caitlin Clark gets fouled by the rookie Chance Gray. I saw that. That is a foul. No sense fighting it. Oh, the Fever have 12 turnovers, excuse me. 15 for the Sparks. Yeah. I don't think you should have challenged that. That's a foul. Right there. As that arm comes down before she goes into her shooting motion, that might have been a foul. Push off by Clark. She steps back and then steps through. That is a foul. Chicago Sky guys win the game 69-63 to 2x Aces coaches embrace at half court. Natalie Nakase and Tyler Marsh applied their trade under Becky Hammond, and Chicago Sky 2-0. So they joined the Atlanta Dream as the only undefeated teams remaining in the W. Tudo says you're scared for New York today. I'm not scared for New York. I'm not scared for New York. We took their that if Bridget Carlton has another career high, then you just shake her hand. But I'm not banking on Bridget Carlton going back to back 25-point games against us. So I am not worried. And apparently Carla Lade is questionable to play. So she was a problem for us as well. Yeah, so the challenge, they finally review it. Challenge is unsuccessful. So 2 dumb challenges by the coaches. Oh, when did my cup crack? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I just recognized. That sucks. Damn. I gotta be careful with that now. So Caitlin Clark going to the line for 2 free throws. Caitlin Clark, first free throw is up. She knocks it down. Yes, Sky go from being one of the worst teams to undefeated so far. Caitlin knocks down the second. It's 62-43, almost a 20-point game here, y'all. You got Erica Wheeler at the controls, guarded by Ty Harris. They find Plum coming off a screen. Plum drives left. Snatchback over to Wheeler. Wheeler right side to Cam Brink. Cam Brink spins on Lexi Hull, stops, goes up, and scores. Cameron Brink showing off the footwork there and lays it in. Ball quickly over to Lexi Hull. She shoots, and it's short. Wheeler with the rebound. Sparks looking to push here. Finds Chance Gray. She goes up and lays it in. That might be her first basket of her career. I don't think she scored in the first game. Chance Gray with the basket. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Caitlin Clark steps back, tries to bullet it into Boston. Fight for the ball, and it's a foul there. I don't know who it's on. If it's on Wheeler or Boston. Aaliyah Boston knocks down the first free throw. My bad. I went silent there for a bit. I don't know what I was thinking about. 63-47, 63-47. Aaliyah Boston, how many points she got? And she knocks down the second free throw. That's her first 2 points. She still hasn't made an actual field goal in this game, and they're winning. And a foul there by Dantas on Cam Brink as she was driving. Both teams in the bonus, so it's automatic free throws. But we still have a quarter to play. Jeez. If this game was closer, it would have been okay, but jeez. Tudo says, I hope with Sab coming back soon, it will help us not turn the ball over. I mean, Sab be turning the ball over too. She's not the savior, so I shouldn't say it like that, but it's not like when she on the court, she be making some silly passes as well. So we gotta see. Score is 64-48 as Cam Brink misses the second free throw. Monique Billings with the rebound. Raven Johnson, I haven't said that name in a while. She checks in here. Crosses half court, almost loses the ball. Wheeler putting some pressure on her. Gets it over to Boston. Boston, top of the key, handoff to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell drives left, passes it back right to Cunningham, down to Boston, and they call a foul on number 22, Cam Brink. So that's automatic free throws. Coach Lynn Roberts talking to the ref saying, you can't call that. I don't know what else Cam Brink is supposed to do there. I'm not sure, but Aaliyah Boston can't put the ball in the basket as a field goal, but she can knock down some free throws. She knocks down the first. Right, we need a running clock in this game. Jeez. 66-48. Boston knocks down both free throws here. Ball over to Brink. Brink gets it over to Chance Gray. Chance Gray finds Hamby. Hamby drives right, gets it over to Plum. Plum probes in the paint. Double clutches from the floater, can't get it to go. And a foul there on the floor. I don't know who it's on. Against Aaliyah Boston. And she's like, what did I do? Stoppage after stoppage. So since they're in the bonus, it's more free throws. Zay, that's funny. That's usually how it works. They can't buy a basket against other teams, and then they play your team, and they're the damn all-stars. Hammy made the first free throw. And Hamby short on the second. Sophie Cunningham gets the rebound. Gets it over to Raven Johnson. Johnson over to Cunningham. Up top to Hines Allen. Finds Raven Johnson. She goes over the floater. She got scared by the long arm of the law on Cam Brink and left it short. Over to Kelsey Plum. Can they cut into this deficit? Make it interesting for us. You've tortured us long enough. Hamby with the ball, then a foul on Raven Johnson, sort of like football blocked her. And since they're in the bonus, it's automatic free throws. Bruh. Bruh. And she misses the free throw. Usually a 90+% foul shooter misses the free throw. Second free throw is up. She knocks it down. Ball in play here with Raven Johnson. It's 66-50. This quarter, Fever are 10 for 10 from the line. The Sparks are 10 for 13. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Cam Brink. She probes, steps back, takes the three, and it's short. Raven Johnson, offensive rebound. Throws it out. Oh, Cam Brink almost gets the steal, but she's out of position. Cunningham over to Billings. Billings on the drive. Drops it off to Hines Allen. You never jump and pass. She turns it over. Wheeler on the run here. Wheeler slows it down. Goes over to Plum, and an offensive foul by De'Erica Hamby. I don't know exactly. It was the action happened so fast. But anyways, it's Fever ball. 66-50. We're under a minute to go in this quarter. Ty Harris gets it over to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell shoots the three, and it's off. Hamby with the rebound. Hamby pushing it in transition. Hamby right to left crossover. Goes across the lane and scores. Coast to coast for the finish. And it's a 14-point game now. So Sparks trying to claw their way back into this game. Ty Harris comes off to stagger. Goes to the right side. Now comes off a screen from Billings. She stops at the left elbow. Jump shot is up and good. Quiets the noise there in crypto. Hamby gets it over to Plum. Shot clock has been turned off. They'll hold for one possession. 68-52. Kelsey Plum at half court. Kelsey versus Kelsey. Gets the screen. Has Hines Allen on her now. With 4 on the clock, Kelsey spins into the lane, throws up the left-hand floater, can't get it. Hines Allen with the rebound. And that's how the third quarter mercifully ends, people. At the end of 3, 68-52. As we finally reach the end of the third quarter. It's been a long, long time coming. If you know, you know. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. 68-52. 68-52. That quarter, the Fever barely just outscored the Sparks 20-18 in that quarter. Showtime. 20-18. Jane on the YouTube, what's going on? How you doing? Hope all is well. Do you think it's worth betting on the Sparks? Bet on the Sparks to do what? Win the game? I wouldn't say so. Fourth quarter, listen, bro. That one was close. It started off as a 2-point. If Ty doesn't hit that jump shot, we could be having a different song right now. So, listen, I'm not gonna recommend either yay or nay. The ball is in your court, no pun intended. Benjamin, what's going on? Comeback chances? I doubt it, my friend. I doubt it. But looking at the box score here, Mo Billings with 8, 21 for Kelsey Mitchell, 15 for Caitlin Clark. She has 6 assists, 4 turnovers though, 2 steals, 3 rebounds. Look at their bench. They only have, 5 and 2, 7 and 3, 10 and 11 points off their bench tonight. They can't buy a 3 like that. 28% from 3, 7 for 25. LA, you got Nneka Ogwumike with 9, 11 for Hamby, 15 for Plum. He's 2 for Atkins, 4 for Burrell. Off the bench, you got 7 for Cam Brink, 2 for Wheeler, and 2 for Chance Gray. I'm getting a little hungry now, too. But it is after midnight here on the East Coast. I'm trying to hold on for dear life here. I haven't dozed off yet, so that's always a good sign. Kyle, your yawns have caught up to the turnovers. Listen, man, I don't blame you. Mentioning yawning made me just yawn. Woo. Yeah, CC can't throw a rock in the ocean from downtown. 0 for 5. Kelsey has gone cold. Kelsey Mitchell has gone in this second half from 3 as well. Salute to everyone on YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok. Make sure you leave a like, a gift, subscribe. I do watch-alongs all season long. We'll be back tomorrow, another late night stream. Liberty seek revenge on Portland after that buzzer beater last night. We will be there to witness the revenge game. I am a Liberty fan in full transparency, if you couldn't tell by my backgrounds. But hopefully the Liberty can get it done. All right, ball in play here to start the fourth and final quarter here, mercifully. 68-52. I think somebody's about to score here. Ty Harris finds Sophie Cunningham. I bet she hits this 3. That's probably wide. 71. And it is Cunningham knocking down the left corner 3. Ball in play here with Kelsey Plum. Back to a 19-point game. Plum comes off the screen going left. Plum finds Ray Burrell in the left corner. Burrell tries to attack Mitchell, bodies her up, finds Hamby in the right corner. She tries to cross over, spins on Billings, goes up, gets fouled, and won De'Erica Hamby. Do a couple spins and reverse spins, and she gets to the basket, draws the foul, and will go to the line for the 3-point play. A little pity pat right to left, dribbles to the paint, spins back baseline, off glass finish. So Hamby with 13 points and 5 rebounds tonight. Hamby at the line, free throw is up, and she cashes out. 71-55. 40% from the field for the Sparks in this one. Ty Harris with the ball. Ty Harris gets a ghost screen from Kelsey, but gets a real screen from Hines Allen. Finds Hines Allen, gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell jabs left, goes right, loses the ball, and it's a turnover. Nneka Ogwumike picks up the loose change. Go over to Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell out to Plum. They had a wide open Plum. She gets bumped on the pass and turns it over. That's a momentum killer right there. Plum better than Kelsey. Ball in play here with the Fever. 17 total turnovers for the Sparks in this game. Mo Billings trying to find somebody. Gets it over to Kelsey. Head of steam. Snatch back between the legs. Drives right. Goes back left. Gets poked away by Atkins. Cunningham has to go into the backcourt to get it. 4 on the shot clock. Cunningham just throws it up from half court. Hamby with the rebound. Doesn't touch anything. Hamby pushing in transition. Attacks Cunningham. And they call an offensive foul on Hamby. I think Cunningham holding the back of her head. I think she fell and hit her head on the court. She has that ponytail back there. Might have helped her out a little bit. I don't know if that's an offensive foul though, but you can't challenge it. That's not a foul on. That's not an offensive foul. She's out of position there. But you can't review it because they burnt their challenges. Ball in play here with Caitlin Clark. It's Clark, Hull, Billings, Mitchell, and Timpson. On the court, Billings gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, right side of the court. Dancing with it. Comes off the screen. They drops it off to Billings. Billings gets poked away by Hamby and stolen. Nneka picks up the loose ball. Oh, that might have been a backcourt violation. That was close. Plum goes behind the back. Hull falls on her behind. Plum tries to bounce pass it to Hamby. It's a turnover. And Stephanie White with a turnover. And Stephanie White talking to the officials with a stern mother-like look on her face when a kid does something bad. As we go to a timeout here. Sosa splat. Yes, Caitlin is on the floor. Tim Nurse says that you must be gambling because ain't no way you doing play-by-play. Yeah, man, I'm doing play-by-play. I don't gamble anymore. I do not gamble. Zay on the YouTube says Ray's the funniest player in the W. Yeah, I mean she gives 100% effort, but sometimes it comes off looking wild and clumsy. Salute. All right, we're in a timeout right now, people. We're in a timeout. I'll show you guys the box score while we have some time here. 71-55 is the score, I think. Yes, it is. You can see it's 3-3 here in the fourth quarter. 3-3. Kelsey Mitchell leading the way with 21 points for the Fever. Caitlin Clark with 15 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. For the Sparks, it's 15 for Kelsey Plum, followed closely by Dearica Hamby with 14. But turnovers are crazy. Plum has 5, Hamby has 4, Nneka has 3, Ariel has 2, Ray has 1. No, so everyone in the starting lineup has at least 1 turnover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ariel Atkins has a head injury and it won't return. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that play when it happened. I just got the alert. So hopefully Ariel Atkins is good. I don't remember the play where she hit her head. Or I thought Sophie Cunningham, if anybody would have the head injury, she fell back on her head there. But I guess we'll find out when they come back from the commercial break. Oh, there's Sophie Cunningham. Both of them have a head injury. Is Sophie and Ariel Atkins with a head injury here? And they're showing the replay of the game. It's that Cam Brink volleyball spike when she got the block on Caitlin Clark. All right, ball in play here with Caitlin. Gets it over to Aaliyah Boston. Boston at the top of the key here finds Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell finds Caitlin. Caitlin, guarded by the rookie Chance Gray. She crosses over right to left. Chance gets in front. She comes back right, goes up, throws the layup off glass, and scores. Caitlin Clark picking on the rookie Chance. And Caitlin with 17 points here. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Caitlin yet to make a three in tonight's game, though. Plum with the ball. Picks up her dribble over to Nneka. Hands it back to Plum. Plum gets downhill. Drops it off to Cam. Off to Hamby and gets fouled on the shot. So Hamby will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Hamby at the line. First free throw is up. And she rattles it in. 15 points. Tied with Kelsey Plum for the team high. Second one is up. And she cashes in. So she's the leading scorer for the Sparks. 73-57 is the score. Approaching 7 minutes to go here. This second half has been a drag, to put it lightly. As Aaliyah Boston goes around the screen, stops. She might have traveled, goes up, throws up the floater, bounces around a couple times, gets her own rebound, throws it out to Mitchell. Mitchell wide open for 3, and she misses. Kelsey Mitchell has gone cold from 3 in this second half. Hamby gets it over to Plum. Plum comes off the screen. Plum gets downhill, stops, reverses, shoots the fall away, and scores. So the Sparks showing signs of life here. It's 73-59. Got to string together a few more stops here. But they find Mitchell in the corner. Snatchback dribble, baseline jump shot. Hits the top corner of the backboard and points to her coach saying, "That's on me." Plum finds Hamby, almost turns it over. It bounces to Ray Burrell fortuitously. And then Ray Burrell tries to pass it. Gets poked out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock yet. Sparks still within somewhat of a striking distance. Kelsey Mitchell goes to the bench here. She struggled in this second half. Ty Harris checks in for her. Chance Gray to inbound. I'm surprised they letting the rookie inbound. Gets it into Hamby over to Plum. And that's a foul on Hull. Running into Hamby on that screen. Third foul on Lexi Hull. Third team foul. Okay, so Plum to inbound here. Gets it into Hamby. Hamby looking for somebody. Finds Ray on the back cut. Ray attacks the paint, throws up the floater, goes off glass, and scores. So 73-61, a 12-point game now. Now you got to get some more stops. Caitlin attacks the rookie, steps back, going left for 3, and she can't buy a 3. Hamby outlet to Chance Gray ahead of the pack. Chance Gray goes up. Oh, Aaliyah Boston chase down block. And Caitlin Clark picks up the loose ball. Caitlin Clark with a head of steam. Gets it over to Ty Harris. Almost stolen by the rookie. Ball over to Lexi Hull. Hull over to Mo Billings. Billings trying to sell some contact down to Boston. Long arm of the law, Ray Burrell tips it out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock. Chance Gray, she didn't look like she believed it. When she was on the fast break, Aaliyah Boston chase down, gets the block, and the Fever recover. You got Caitlin Clark to inbound finds Ty Harris. Oh, they run these out of bound plays so well. It always results in layups. And it's back to 14 here. 75-61. Kelsey Plum down the lane. Attacks Sophie Cunningham. Sneaks it in over the glass. Over the rim and scores with the left hand. 12 points again. I think that's her first points First or second points of the second half. Field goal, I should say. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Calls for the screen. Caitlin Clark goes behind the back. Has Hamby on her. Nice little pity pat. Finds Timpson. Back out to Caitlin. Can she hit a three finally? And finally, Caitlin Clark knocks down the three. And then she smacks herself on the forehead a couple times. 78-63. Caitlin Clark, her first three of the game. Plum is left wide open. She goes right down Rodeo and lays it in. 78-65. Can we get a late spring of offense here for the Sparks to make it interesting? Clark comes off the screen going left. Clark has Hamby in her sights. Goes downhill. Drops it off to Timpson. Fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Timpson goes up and lays it in. Stayed with it. And it's a 15-point game. Plum over to Hamby. Left side to Burrell. Burrell rejects the screen. Burrell stops on the baseline. Dribbles into traffic and draws the foul. And Kelsey Plum, they're showing some of her montage from these last couple plays. Kelsey Plum. So Boston with 5 fouls. Plum attacks Ty Harris, spins to the left, goes up, lays it in. So Kelsey Plum with like the last 6 points here for the Sparks. 23 for Kelsey Plum on 8 of 14 shooting. 13-point game with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Harris over to Cunningham, finds Boston left side of the court. Boston hands it off to Caitlin. Caitlin drives baseline, tries to throw it out and throws it right to Wheeler. Wrong teammate. Gets it over to Nneka. Nneka spins into the paint, goes off glass. Oh, she smokes it. They call a foul, though, and that's Boston fouled out. Aaliyah Boston has just fouled out of this game, and they don't have any challenge. So she is in disbelief here. Aaliyah Boston, she doesn't even score a field goal in this game. Aaliyah Boston, her night ends with 4 points on 4 made free throws, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Oh, that right arm the right hand sort of comes down a little bit, but that's grasping at straws here. Timeout on the floor here. 3:32 to go. Beaver up 13. Yeah, she got more fouls than points. It's nasty work. Nasty work. Caitlin Clark, though, up to 20 points, 1 of 7 from 3. That she made her first 3 just a few plays ago. 8 assists, 5 turnovers, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. They're showing the play of the game. Kelsey Mitchell driving left, goes behind the back on Ty Harris to lose her and finishes with the right hand lay. Salute to everyone still hanging around on the TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Helps the channel out tremendously. We'll be back tomorrow night for some more WNBA action. Enjoy. Oh, I like that. Enjoy your life. How has Raven done? Raven, she's got a couple minutes here and there. She's only played 5 minutes. And when I say a couple, that is a couple. 5 minutes, 2 assists, no points, 1 rebound, and a foul. That's how Raven has done tonight. Zay says she played good defense, though. She's saving her scoring for Friday. Whatever you say, my boy. She's saving her scoring. They over here throwing t-shirts in the arena. They over here playing Cat Daddy. All right. Cat Daddy when I die. What I'm watching it on, it's on USA Network, but I was able to use a VPN and got it through League Pass somehow. I VPN'd it over to the United Kingdom and it worked. So on League Pass. to 67. 80 to 67. That's my type. That's my type. Salute to everyone for the gifts, the diamonds, all that stuff on TikTok. All the new follows. Appreciate you guys. Neka Gumake at the line for free throws here. Yeah, we were in a timeout, Lamborghini, but we're back now. Neka Gumake at the line for 2 free throws to cut into this deficit. She knocks down the first. Neka Gumke's second free throw is up. Oh, she rattles it out. Gotta knock your free ones down. They're free for a reason. 80 to 68. They just can't get over this 12-point hump, the Sparks. Kelsey Mitchell on the court with the ball, gets it over to Billings, over to Caitlin. Caitlin finally hit her first 3. Let's see if that wakes her up. She has nowhere to go. 5 on the shot clock. Give it to Billings. Billings across the lane, throws up the floater and draws the foul. A bailout call there. Bailout by the Sparks. That play was going nowhere fast. And Billings will go to the line for 2 free throws. First team foul by LA in this quarter, though. So Mo Billings, another one of my faves in the league. Billings' first free throw is up and cashes out. Mo Billings' second free throw rolls out. Michaela Timpson tries to one-arm rebound it. It goes out of bounds. Ball in play here with Wheeler. If you're just joining, Ariel Atkins is out with a head injury. So is Sophie Cunningham. So both players are out right now. Wheeler with the ball. Wheeler over to Neka. Neka pump fakes for 3. Neka drives left, throws it to Cam Brink, drives baseline, spins back middle, hands it off to Burrell. Burrell with the right hand scoop and score. Hey, salute for the gifts, y'all. Salute, salute. Simply me. D. It's an 11-point game. This is the closest they've been in a long time. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin keeps the dribble alive. She steps back, takes Cam Brink, got a fingertip on it, but nobody gets the rebound. Mo Billings smokes the layup. Fight for the rebound. Timpson saves it to Billings, but she steps out of bounds. It's Sparks ball. We're 1 away from the live goal on TikTok, if you feel so inclined. Neka, the inbound, gets it into Wheeler. Sophie Cunningham is actually back in the game, so I guess she's good to go. Ariel Atkins is still out. Wheeler with the ball. They can get within single digits here with the basket. Finds Cam Brink. Long arm of the law. She catches it and finishes. And they're within 9. 81-72. And Caitlin Clark blows by everybody. Blows right by Cam and lays it in. It's 83-72. Plum back quickly the other way, gets it over to Ray Burrell. Over to Plum. Plum down to Brink. Brink attacks Billings. Billings and scores. Cam Brink back-to-back buckets here, and it's back to 9. 83-74. Caitlin over to Billings. Under 2 minutes to go. It might be too little too late. They got to get some stops there. Kelsey Mitchell. She's been quiet. Comes off the screen, going right. Shoots the midi. Off the front of the rim. Cam Brink with the rebound. Kelsey Plum spins out of it. Goes behind the back. Kelsey Plum high stepping down the lane. Dribbles back out. Head fake, goes down the lane. Throws up the floater and scores. Timeout, Stephanie White. And Kelsey Plum wanted a foul there. She told the ref, I wanted an and 1 on that. 11-3 run in the last 2.5 minutes. And this is as close as they've been. 7-point game here. 83-76. Still some time here too. So no need to foul immediately. So they are right back in it, people. I'm glad they're making it interesting. I stayed up for this. 24-15 in the fourth quarter for the Sparks. 24-15. So she finally woke up here. Sparks fans on their feet here. I see somebody in a Hive jersey. Salute Unrivaled. Upcoming schedule for the Sparks. They play Toronto on Friday. They play them back to back Friday, Sunday. And then they have a break until Thursday. They play the Phoenix Mercury. Way to go, CC and SC. How many points does Cunningham have? Cunningham has 12 points, 7 rebounds, D. 12.7 rebounds. Zay said White should have been called a timeout. Yeah. Kelsey Plum with 10 points in the fourth quarter, 10 of their 24 here. But this is as close as they've been since the second quarter. They got to just get another stop, and things could be really interesting here. If they score here, I'm gonna have to sit up in my seat. They're doing a little full court press here. Kelsey Mitchell with possession. Kelsey Mitchell walks it up the court, crosses half court. A minute 15 to go here in the game. 83-76. Caitlin at the controls now, guarded by Wheeler. A little bit of a push off. They don't call it. She goes behind the back. Comes back right. Gets cut off. She trips and falls. Turnover here. Ray Burrell on the go here. Ray Burrell slows it down. Gets it over to Kelsey Plum. Right corner three. KP. Oh, she smokes it. That would have made things really interesting. That was the moment there. KP had to knock that down. Caitlin Clark back at controls here. 44 seconds to go. Caitlin drives right, gets poked from behind. Oh, and it stays Fever ball. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 38 in the game. Fever trying to close this out. They're limping to the finish line. Cunningham throws it out to Clark. 5 on the clock. Clark, and that's a foul there on Wheeler. She wanted a shooting foul on that. She's saying, I'm trying to go up into my shot. Clark frustrated with that one, but it's a foul nonetheless. Caitlin Clark to inbound. Finds Mitchell on the back cut. She catches it, and that should be the game. What a pass. Caitlin Clark from the sideline throws a lob to one of the shortest players on the floor, Kelsey Mitchell, and she catches it midair and lays it in. 85-76. Ray Burrell down the lane. Right hand scoops it in. And they got a foul if they want to stay in this game. The shot clock is off here. And they're not going to foul? I don't know what's happening here. This game is over. I don't know what's happening. They wait until 9 seconds left to foul. I don't know what in the world. I don't know what the point was. Come on, coach. What's her name? Lynn Roberts. What you doing? It's either you foul or you don't foul. Don't wait for 9 seconds left to foul. But it is what it is. This game over. Caitlin at the line. Free throw is up. She buries it. Caitlin Clark at the line for the second free throw, and she cashes out. And that should pretty much do it. 9 seconds to go, 9-point game. And Plum will just walk it up court. Let's see if she tries to go for another bucket here. Gets it over to Nneka, over to Cam, over to Ray. Doesn't even get it off in time. Airballs it anyway. And that's how the game ends. So the Fever withstand the late push by the Sparks. They win this game 87-78. Caitlin Clark finishes with 24 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Did have 6 turnovers, but it doesn't hurt them in the end. Kelsey Mitchell finished with 23 points in this one. For the Sparks, you had 25 points for Kelsey Plum. She had 10 in that fourth quarter, 25 points. She had 5 turnovers as well. It was a turnover-filled after evening for both teams. Second leading scorer was De'Erica Hamby with 16 points, 8 rebounds. She had 4 turnovers as well. 19 total turnovers for the Sparks, 16 total turnovers for the Fever. So Fever get the win. They get their first win of the season. They move to 1-1 on the season. The Sparks drop to 0-2. Players hugging and embracing at half court. Emma Cannon used to be on the Fever for a stint, hugging Aaliyah Boston. All right, that's it for me, y'all. It's approaching 1 a.m. here on the East Coast. I do have work in the morning, so I'm going to go get some rest. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night, where we do the Liberty taking on the Portland Fire once again. Until then, it's Jay Jordan. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for the likes, the gifts, the subs. Leave one on the way out. It's Jay Jordan. Salute.